We're up front. Better.
I'm putting my hours
Oh, that's perfect.
Casteel.
Know where we're at? Down here? Yeah. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Casteel High School. Good morning. Welcome everyone for coming to today's ceremony. It's great to see so many teachers, students, parents, grandparents, club coaches, friends, and teammates. Some general information before we get started. This event is being live streamed today by the students under the direction of teacher John Lamont. We thank them, and the ceremony can be seen live or rewatched on YouTube Live. Photos are also being taken by our very own Casteel athletics photographer, Ariana Graney. The photos will be made available for you when today's ceremony ends. Once the ceremony ends today, we're going to ask that everybody start to make the move to the lobby. There's another group that comes in after us, but we got plenty of time, so this is a great day. All right, my name is Brent Rincon. I'm the interim athletic director at Casteel High School. I would like to share some great successes that we've had. Not only the successes the school's had, but also the success you see sitting in front of you. Before we get on to what I was going to tell you, this is the top 5% in the country. Did a little research today. Only 5% of high school athletes go on to play at the collegiate level. So sometimes I think we take for granted, because so many of their club teammates or their regular teammates get on to play in college, that we lose sight of the fact that it's only 5% that get that opportunity. So congratulations, folks. Okay, a couple things. Some things we're proud about at Casteel High School. Earlier this fall, Casteel received an A rating from the Arizona Department of Education. We really thank all of the staff and students for that A rating. Some people say, well, there's a lot of A schools. And I say, well, would you rather be a B? So as long as we're an A and we're keeping score, let's make sure we keep getting A's around here for our school. It's a good place to go to school, get a great education, and move on. So thank you to the leadership of Mr. Phillips and his administrative team. Some other things. Girls golf won a state championship this year. Boys golf, 5th place at state. Girls cross country, 4th place at state. Boys cross country, 3rd place at state. Girls volleyball made it all the way to the semifinals and were ranked number 1 for basically half the season. Football had another great year, continuing to make the state playoffs and making those strides. Girls volleyball is ranked number 1 in the state, played in state semis, as I said. Current records of winter sports. Boys basketball is currently off on a 5-0 start, 5 wins, no losses. Girls basketball is at 6-1. Boys soccer is at 5-0. Girls soccer is at 3-0. And wrestling has won a couple of recent state championships as well, just always doing great things on the mat. The athletic excellence at this school is outstanding. So we appreciate all the coaches and athletes that make this place such a special place, not just academically, but also in the extracurriculars and especially athletics, since that's what we're here for. Okay, here's where I keep score. In November, at this very same ceremony, we had 14 Casteel athletes commit to colleges and universities. So there's about 4 signing ceremonies. The first one this year, again, we had 14. Now, I don't like to keep score, but I keep score. So I went back and I checked on Hamilton and Perry. Yeah, you know who won. So here's the deal. Hamilton and Perry also had 14 in the first signing ceremony. And what I like, oh, by the way, our little brother a little bit farther down the road, Basha, they only had 9. So, now I know this is going to get back to them and I'll pay the price later, but that's okay. Keep in mind, our 14 comes with all of those schools having somewhere between 1,000 and over 2,000 more students than we have. We're running the same athletic programs they are, in some cases with half the students. So I hope we take a moment to just reflect on just how outstanding athletics has been here. And so congratulations to all the coaches and the athletes that make this place go. Many of you know Coach Newcomb's been playing in 6A, that gauntlet, for the last couple years. But next year, all sports at Casteel move to 6A. So big challenges for the folks that are coming behind you guys. Okay? My hands are shaking. All right. Coaches, don't come up yet. I'd like to introduce our coaches and speakers today representing girls soccer. Jason Hammonds. Coach Hammonds has created a dynasty here at Casteel in girls soccer. In the past 6 years, Casteel has won 3 state championships, played in 5 state finals, and is basically the premier program in the state for girls soccer. For boys golf today, we have Brett Houston. Brett is a former head basketball coach at Casteel and has been the head boys golf coach for the past 4 years. In those 4 years, the Colts have been steadily moving up the ranking list and are considered a perennial state contender by their number 5 place this year. Head volleyball coach, indoor volleyball, is Corey Chandler. In just 2 short years, Coach Chandler has transformed a struggling volleyball program to arguably one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the state, and he was ranked number 1 earlier this year. Good news is Coach Chandler's also going to be involved in beach volleyball this year, where we know his championship mentality and everything he brings will help those kids in that program flourish. Football coach Bobby Newcomb. Coach Newcomb has established a tremendous foundation in 6A football here at Casteel. A state playoff team each and every year. We are truly the team that nobody wants to play, based on you're going to be in for a heck of a football game. We play tough physical football here, and everybody knows it. And every year we keep getting better and better. So we're very fortunate to have Coach Newcomb leading the program. How special is today? Kids, this all started when your mom or dad signed you up for t-ball, flag football, pee-wee soccer, YMCA volleyball, guppy swimming, or any of the other little kid sports that when you're 4 or 5, your parents can't wait to get you into. During this journey, you've experienced many things. Lots of time in the car driving to and from competitions and practice, and I know you all love those conversations with your parents after a game. Tryouts, private lessons, battling injuries, the winning, the losing, the elation of being part of something, issues sometimes with playing time, and all the self-doubt, and all of the positive experiences you get to take from it. Today is the day that all of it gets validated. All the hard work, the sacrifice, the blood, the sweat, the tears. At this time, we're going to get to know the athletes a little better. I did a little surprise for them. They didn't know the athletes didn't know they were going to speak today. So in front of them are 4 very simple questions that they have to answer. And they looked at me like I had lost my mind, because I didn't tell them until today, for most of them anyway. So they're going to speak a little bit as their coach comes up. They'll tell you a little bit about who they are, what their experience has been, where they're going, and so on. And then their coach will speak on their behalf. And then at that point, they will sign their letter of intent. Remember, today's ceremonial for us, so in many cases, the kids have already signed the letter of intent. It's already off at the school, or they're signing later today. But today's our ceremonial today. And at the end of today, they'll go out in the lobby and get pictures taken with friends and family, doing the same thing. So, okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's go. Coach Houston, come on up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Landon Berry.
Thank you, Seth. What is your name? My name is Landon Berry. I play golf here at Casteel. I'm going to Park University. And my favorite memory of competing at Casteel High School was just being with the golf team. These group of kids are the best. They are my closest friends. I don't, even when I play that, they're always there. It's amazing. Same to the coaches. One of the best coaches I'll ever have.
So today we celebrate Landon Berry. Landon came to us halfway through his sophomore year from Tucson. Transitioning to a new city is tough. Coming to a new school is even tougher. It was evident right away that Landon was going to be an excellent addition to the culture we were trying to build here at Casteel. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player more passionate about the game of golf than Landon. Spending time with him, every bus ride and sit-down meal involved a breakdown of every shot during his 18-hole round. I can only imagine what a sit-down dinner at Barry's house would be like. Mom, I had 125 foot from a jaded lie, and I hit it through the rough, and I got it up on the green, and I had a 2-putt for par. I can only imagine what those dinners were like. So, good to your parents for having to stand through that. So, as humorous or funny as these stories may sound, it was exactly what our team was missing at the time. We needed that. We needed a leader to help us evaluate our rounds and continuously improve. And that's exactly what he did. Landon will forever be a part of the best team in Casteel history. They're the first team to shoot under 600 at the state tournament as a team and finished our highest ever in Division I, 5th place. Park University will be getting a player who exemplifies what it means to be a great teammate. He's supportive, intuitive, and willing to hold teammates accountable to high standards. There's no doubt in my mind that he is only going to grow as a player and person. And long after the game has left Landon behind, His character and commitment to improving himself and those around him will be his lasting legacy. Landon, go ahead and sign your letter of intent. Next up, we have Mr. Austin Bowler. His favorite thing.
Hello, my name is Austin Bullard. Obviously, I play golf. Fun sport, I guess. I'll be attending Methodist University. I have a lot of memories here, but I think some of my best memories were hoping to grow the program to what it is today. But I think the best of all was this year. Messing around with the boys at State in Florida. Yeah, we don't talk about Florida though. But State was our year. We took fifth, but it's gonna be a sad trip to North Carolina without the guys. But I hope to grow the program there as well.
Today we celebrate the best player to ever wear the blue and gold, Austin Bowler. Stat-wise, he leaves an incredible legacy. He led our program in stroke average his sophomore, junior, and senior years. He was part of the 5 best team scores in school history. He holds 5 of the top 15 individual scores in school history. He has the most match medalist honors and team medalist honors in school history. He holds the best 1-day and 2-day averages in Casteel State playoff history. He has the highest individual finish, 3rd place at the state tournament in school history. And he was part of the best team finish in school history, 5th place at state this year. Now, as impressive as all those stats are, this is not what Austin will be remembered for. What he will be remembered for is the championship culture he's built within our program. No one, and I mean no one, has done more for Casteel Golf than Austin Bullard. Our first season together in 2020 as a freshman, he was part of the greatest group of individual talent that Casteel's ever seen. But, as we're all aware, individual talent only takes you so far. We were ranked number 2 going into the Division II state tournament and ended up finishing 6th. There was a constant fracture among players and constant bickering and selfish play on the course. The following year, we were jumping to Division I, and as a coach, I knew we needed to make a culture change. Kids had to learn how to put the team first, and not all of his teammates were on board. Sorry, I may get choked up a little bit. 2 players graduated and 2 players transferred, 1 to Bash and 1 to Hamilton. But not Austin. He could see my vision. He wanted kids who were going to bleed blue and gold. Kids that were proud to be a part of the golf team, that wore their colors with pride. I wanted it to mean something more than golf. He knew it was going to be tough. He could have taken the easy road, transferred to Hamilton, transferred to Brophy, but he chose to stay. He accepted the challenge and attacked it. Players on our team started working out together in the off-season, playing JGAA tournaments together and challenging each other to get better. It was a long 4-year road, but as a team, we believed in the work that we put in. We knew what we were capable of, and the team delivered. They finished 5th in state, and Austin shot a tournament best, 7 under par on the 2nd day of the state tournament, to place 3rd individually. Methodist is getting the very best our school has produced, and I'm excited to watch Austin help the team capture their 14th NCAA championship. Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you, Coach Houston. Girls soccer coach, Jason Hammonds.
Okay, before we get to them in just a second, first thing I want to recognize is there's a saying in the soccer community says you can either have a life or your kids can play youth sports. So I would like to thank all of the parents for all of the athletes up here to give them this ability here. So let's have a round of applause. I'll let Holly go first.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing soccer. I'm going to Snow College, and my favorite memory was senior night a couple weeks ago.
That was a pretty good memory.
Holly has been with us since 7th grade. And to zoom out for a second, understand that this class here, if they were here for 8th grade, playing women's soccer, they had to give up their 8th grade year for COVID. These two particular athletes are now having to give up their senior year on our home field so the next generation can have a new stadium. So sacrifice is one of those things that we talk about in our program. This group hasn't sacrificed more. So I'm incredibly proud of both of them. One of my favorite memories of Holly, which she probably won't even remember this, was 7th grade. It was I think it was the first EBC playoff game. We were playing Cooley, and anyone who's played in EBC sports, especially soccer, we pretty much, the game was determined when it was scheduled. At the time, and this is going to date us all, the Harlem Shake was a thing. And Cooley showed up, and at halftime, they were dancing around. One of the girls put on a motorcycle helmet. And Holly looks across the field and goes, "Why are they stupid?" I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Was my favorite parts. Holly, we are incredibly proud of you. We cannot wait to see what you do at the next level. Thank you very much for all you've given us. Morgan.
My name is Morgan, and I'm playing soccer at Miami University. And my favorite memory of playing at Casteel was probably the state championship my sophomore year.
Women, a few words, but large actions. Morgan is not only a state championship, she's an EDC champion also, which is, I know we don't necessarily look at the junior high championships as a big thing, but they are preludes to where we at. Morgan, in her time at Casteel, going into this year, has only ended her seasons playing for state championships. So keeping that in mind, we are talking one of the pinnacles of high-level athletes here. One of my favorite memories of Morgan came long before I coached her, back when we were at ODP, which is the Olympic Development Program for those that don't know soccer. They had split us into two teams for that particular year, that age group, and we were playing Colorado at the time, who was a dominant force in their 06 age group. The head coach was Kate Norton at U of A, she's now with US Soccer. Basically told me, hey, listen, if you lose by less than 10 goals, you're doing a really, really good job. I'm thinking of what have I got myself into? So at halftime, when it was 0-0, like we were still in this game, and it only ended up with us losing 1-0, I remember seeing Morgan on that field thinking, this player is going to be something special, and boy, she turned out to be that way. Morgan, congratulations and thank you for all you've done.
Thank you, Coach Chandler. Coach Chandler. Congratulations to Coach Chandler, by the way. Coach Chandler was just named 5A Women's Volleyball Coach of the Year by the state of Arizona.
Fortunately, I haven't got to see her much indoor, but I'll talk about that in a second. Hadley.
Hey guys, I'm Hadley Tully. I'm going to go play beach volleyball, sand volleyball, whatever you want to call it, at the University of Central Arkansas. And my favorite memory was probably just winning the 8th grade UBCs and then just being with everyone for the past 4 years. I love all my teammates. Everyone's super supportive in this program and just everything. Yeah.
All right, as Mr. Rincon said, I've only been here 2 years. It's girls like Hadley that gets a coach an award like that. I was fortunate to be able to coach Hadley on the indoor side of volleyball last season. One of the first things you notice about her is her determination and hard work. She really embodied the culture that we were trying to build. And while she's doing this, she's maintaining a 4.2 GPA. Always was coming to me saying, "Coach, if we don't have practice, I need to work. I need gas money." And but that's just how Hadley is. And then on top of that, she's also going to club beach practice. So it was just go, 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 go. And that's the type of athlete she was and still is. And then season ended, and Hadley came up to me and said, Coach, when I asked her, I said, you're coming back next year. She said, if I'm committed, I'll be back. If I'm not, I won't be. That puts a coach in a hard situation, but I understood how Hadley was. So she's very determined to get in a scholarship and going to play beach. So I was very comfortable with her decision and got to coach her on the beach because I took over just to keep the program going. And Hadley was one of the premier teams for our team that got us to where we were really good. If it wasn't for some sicknesses and illnesses that we had, we would have probably been top 5 in the state last year, and a testament to her. But since she wasn't committed yet, she didn't play. Season came, she didn't play. But there was never a doubt that she was gonna move on and play. So when I finally heard that she committed, I was so excited, and I'm hopeful that you're coming back this season to play on the sand with us, and we'll have, never know, and we'll have another great season, and I'm going to come back and just volunteer and have some fun, and hopefully have this there to lead us. So congrats, Hadley.
And now head football coach Bobby Newcomb.
You know, we first thank the parents when we started this whole thing, but I also want to thank Mr. Rincon. Come over here real quick. He's trying to run away. He's going to run away on Friday. It's his last day, but I can honestly say we got to give him a round of applause. And the time he's been here, he's been absolutely incredible. Athletic program, this is the time he's been here, so we appreciate it. Also, with the athletes we have here, especially our football players, they're here not only for their hard work and what their parents have done, but they have a phenomenal group of football coaches. You know, that came here today as well, stayed after school, some took off work. They have a phenomenal strength coach, incredible athletic trainer. There's a lot of people surrounding them, so if we can give them a hand. You look at Coach Beasley, we've got Katie in the background. Just a lot of folks that have been involved in their life and their development that poured into them for all those years. And so you see the result of everything they've done. First up is Darius Grimes.
I play football. I'm attending Fresno State, and my favorite memory is going to Cali junior year and getting kidnapped by my teammates.
What Darius, didn't tell you is that he's the epitome of consistency. He was our comfort blanket in the secondary for 4 years. I took him as a freshman and brought him in the locker room during one of our region games, and we had to win the game in order to win the region championship our first year in 6A football. The time he learned he was going to start the game was I pulled him to the side before he walked out to play the game. And I said, Darius, you're going to start as free safety today. He said, yes, sir. Then he went to one of his teammates and said he was a little bit scared, but he didn't play scared. He made a bunch of tackles, made the game-winning breakup for us to win the game as a true freshman. And he's been our security blanket. He's been an incredible, consistent tackler. He's been a great student, a loyal teammate. He's been an honorable young man, a great student. And because of his hard work, his discipline, his consistency, has earned him the opportunity to continue his academic and playing career at the University of Fresno State. Darius Grimes, Fresno State is lucky to have you as a football player. Please sign your letter. Next up is Simon Kelly.
I play football here at Casteel. I'm going to Ave Maria University. My favorite memory from playing football here would be the start of my senior year. We won against Boulder Creek because we won and it started the year off.
Well, I can tell you what Simon Kelly won't tell you is that he's a man of value. He's a man of value. He's a man that will stand on his own 2 feet, and he will confront any situation that doesn't align with his own values. He's a guy that you want in your locker room, somebody that will hold steady the rules and expectations of your program. I can see why so many colleges want him to play for them, want him to go to school for them. He's a young man that came to us, asked every question to see how he could improve and get better every single year. When he first got with us, he had a lot of learning to do when he came from us from a different state. But, you know, my favorite memory of Simon is watching him run stadium steps by himself in our stadium over and over and over again for days, but just by himself, trying to get better, trying to find ways to improve his skill. Well, he worked and worked and worked, got to a point where he's not only an all-region CUSD, but all-region for 6A football in our league. What a great honor. You deserve it. And now he gets a chance to continue his academic and playing career at Ave Maria University. Simon Kelly. Ave Maria is lucky to have a football player and a student like you. Please sign your letter of intent. Next up, Camden Jury.
My name's Camden Jury. I play football here. I'll be attending Utah State University, and my favorite memory is beating O'Connor in the first round of the playoffs this year.
I got a lot of stories about Camden, but I can't say all of them. Some of them are deeply personal, and some of them we just can't talk about. But I'll tell you what, Camden Jury is a born protector. He is a born protector, not just because he was blessed with such amazing size. He is the prototypical left tackle to protect the blind side of quarterbacks in all passing plays, but he is a natural protector in the world. Okay? He protects his family, he protects his brother, protects me as coach. I walk next to him all the time and say, hey, you want to mess with me? Hey, here's my boy Cam right here. Now he gets a chance to continue with that same blessing, that same God-given talent and ability at the next level. His work ethic, his commitment, his loyalty, his dedication, not only our football program, but his development as a student and as an individual has earned him the opportunity to continue his academic and playing career at the next level. Camden Jury, Utah State is fortunate to have you as a football player and student on their campus. Please sign your letter of intent. Oh, 1 second. Next up, Jeremiah Newton.
My name is Jeremiah Newcomb. I JJ. The sport I play is football. I'm attending Oklahoma University. And my best memory from competing at Casteel High School is getting personal fouls on every big hit I made.
Of course. What JJ, One thing JJ, doesn't talk about a whole lot is the competitive stuff he had with his brother at home. This thing started back when he was a lot younger, and they used to fight and literally physically fight. He'd compete with his older brother on every single thing, try to one-up him in his laundry, in his dishes, in cleaning that room, in sprints, in lifts, in push-ups. The first real contest they had was push-ups, and it's continued ever since. So the strength and the desire to compete as a second-born son has really, I think, developed that intrinsic desire to have to fight for everything all the time to get a little bit of attention, but it's pushed him ahead of the game. And you see that ferocious, aggressive competitiveness everywhere he competes. And it's a lot of fun. They see it at Oklahoma as coaches talk about it. We talk about it here. I'd love to see it. It's been a pleasure coaching you, not only as obviously as a head coach, position coach, but also being your dad. It's a pleasure. I'm proud of you. Oklahoma is fortunate, lucky to have you as a football player, as a student on their campus. Please sign your letter of intent. Hey, thank you, everybody.
Folks, this is a great group of high school athletes, and I think what I take away from today is not only the talent sitting at the table and the commitment that they showed during their high school careers and even prior to that, but the thing that also sticks out to me is the love and caring and compassion and commitment that the coaches, at not just this high school, but many high schools, have for these student athletes. So much to the coaches, thank you. I know the players are appreciative, and I know the parents are appreciative. Man, this is crazy. I'm leaving. You're getting your career started. This is awesome. So to all of you, congratulations on your next. Remember, we still got a spring semester though. Go to class. Don't be tardy. Be nice to the other kids. All that good stuff. That kind of closes up what we're doing today. Let's give this great group of student athletes a tremendous round of applause. We thank everybody for coming today. All the pictures are going to be in the lobby. We can stay as long as you want in that lobby. We just got to get out of here, that's all. But get pictures with these folks. There's a backdrop. Thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful holiday season.